Hello, campers. So it's July the 12th, and I was trying to figure out what question I'm going to ask, but I think I'm going to do one on the new moon in Cancer, which is coming on July the 14th. And if you're living in the mountain time area, it'll be at 3:43 a.m. in the morning. That's when it's going to set in, and it's going to last for about a week, I guess. So the new moon in Cancer means that in the zodiac system, the fourth house is Cancer, and it means that the new moon is coming into Cancer in the fourth house for the first time in quite a long time, and what that means is that Cancer is about the home, so it's a home sign. So the moon is coming into the home sign, and it's about like pretty much it's about turning inwards, and Mercury is retrograde, I guess, at the same time, so it's going to be like a double whammy kind of thing. And I've been noticing that because I am a Cancer, and I've noticed that I'm turning inward and finding questions and digging in deeper, and asking, the different questions that I normally don't ask. So it's kind of interesting that that's coming up. It's a good time to set new intentions, and it's also a good time, it's for new beginnings as well. And it's gonna last about a week. So look forward to just taking some time inwards and reflect on things. So I haven't done the coins yet. I just realized. So I am going to do that for this time. I'm going to do that while you guys are on camera. I don't normally do it all the time because it just takes a little bit of time to do it. So let me do the coins, and then we'll go from there. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7's an odd. So that's a yang line. What will the new moon in Cancer bring to us for July the 14th? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a yin line. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a yin line. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a yang line. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yang line. What will the new moon in Cancer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have one hexagram. Okay, so that means that's a solid hexagram. It is basically, yeah, it's basically a solid hexagram. So let's see which hexagram we have. So we have on top, we have lake. Oh my God. So we have lake on the top, and we have thunder on the bottom. Okay, so we have lake on the top and we have thunder on the bottom, so that's hexagram 17. And the hexagram 17 is following. And we have no changing lines. So I'm just going to read the description, but I'll read it in this one, so it's a little bit longer than just a few minutes. All right, so let me read it in this one and see what the hexagram following is about for the new moon in Cancer. 17 is, here it is, following. Okay, so we have the old I Ching text counsel that in order to lead, one must know how to follow. There is an art to both. They depend upon one another to exist. Without followers, leaders would have no one to lead and would serve no purpose. Without leaders to look up to as teachers and guides, followers would be without role models for their highest aspirations. The best teachers are selflessly devoted not to what is being taught, but to those under their tutelage. Ultimately, their task is to catalyze understanding and self-awareness. The best leaders keep it always in mind that the ultimate goal is to finally set each follower firmly on his or her own individual course. This process can never conform to a set of uniform rules or guidelines. It must unfold naturally in order to meet the unique needs of the individual. The problem is, of course, that this synchronicity between leaders and followers is extremely rare. More often, we see leaders exploiting people for their own ends, and followers following someone because they are unwilling to take responsibility for their own lives. Gathering followers for the sake of expanding one's own personal power and influence is self-aggrandizement of the worst kind. It is parasitic to prey on others in order to fulfill one's own ambitions. Manipulating people in order to force their compliance creates an undercurrent of mistrust that eventually undermines any good intentions. On the other side of the coin, it is vital to stretch beyond the known in order to grow and realize our fullest potential. And finding a good role model can often give us the courage we need to make the stretch. This has little to do with how old we are, as there is no set time in life when it is appropriate to seek a mentor. Experimenting with different philosophies and approaches is the only way to find out what works best for you. But in your quest for guidance, it is important to stay in touch with the voice of inner truth that intuitively senses when something or someone is sincerely working for the good of all, rather than from darker motives hidden behind a manipulative sales pitch. Follow your heart above all else. It requires absolute honesty and sincere self-scrutiny to discern the difference between being swept up emotionally by one's own needs and hearing the voice of sincere inner guidance. The former usually demands a good deal of enthusiasm to bolster courage. The latter, on the other hand, can feel like water rolling off a duck's back, or a kind of inevitability. I can't do it. When everything seems to fit together like pieces of a puzzle, revealing a bigger and truer picture. The best way to know that you are following truth is to check out whether what you are doing provides a deep sense of meaning or purpose to life. However challenged you may feel at times. My God, that's with my reading this morning. All right, let me pick some animal cards. Well, that was a pretty bang-on reading, I think. I think it related to the question that I asked. So let's see what the animal cards have to say. Okay, we have the Blue Jay, intuition. You are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore. Okay. We have the B, productivity. It is time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. The dog, loyalty. You may be feeling like those around you let you down and are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. All right, let me try the other one, my other animal deck. Oops. Okay, we have, oh, the ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Oh, I like that. Okay, messenger. We have the hawk. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs, focus on priorities, and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Okay, and the last one is self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Clothe yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent protection. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, that's my reading. Be kind to yourself and remember, do something you love today. See you later.